Robusta. I want to tell you a story. If you know anything about Robusta, or if you've heard anything about Robusta, it's typically been considered not of the highest quality. But I think we have to understand what Robusta is. First of all, it is a different species of coffee, not a different variety, cultivar, these words that we've come to learn, not a process. It is a different species entirely. It's heavier bodied, a lot more viscous, does not really have that much acidity. It can grow at lower elevations, it has a lot of yield. We believe it brings really excellent qualities to espresso, thicker, richer, silkier crema, good depth of body, good flavor, good intensity, and a little extra of a caffeine kick as well. Here at Chromatic, we've been championing Robusta since 2014 with the introduction of our Holy Mountain blend. And back in 2020, we started releasing single origins of this coffee. We started going to the Amazon rainforest, which has a very unique variety of Robusta and a very interesting competition called the Taza Dorada Robusta. They have a Taza Dorada for Arabica. It's a very prestigious award. So I'm gonna show you a technique inspired by a buddy of ours, Johan Buenano. He actually did a lot of good for Robusta by winning the 2019 Brewers Cup in Ecuador using a Robusta while everybody else had an Arabica, and he won. So this is an adaptation to a method he uses. So we're gonna be doing immersion dripper. It has a little valve here that we can control. I have it set to open right now. I have my Melitta number 4 paper filter. And then one thing that's gonna be a little weird, why I have it open, is we're gonna do the pre-infusion with cold water. This really can help take a bitter edge off some of the hot extractions that you have in Robusta. I have my water set to 210 right now. So a little bit hotter just to compensate for the slurry temp. Slurry temperature being the water and the grounds all mixed together. So we're gonna start off with 18 grams of coffee, ground a little bit coarser than you would normally for your pour overs. And we're gonna be pouring only 40 grams of cold water. We're gonna start our timer. Then we're gonna close once some of that water's dripped through. About 40 seconds, we're just gonna pour all the way up to 240 grams of total water. And then after about 2 minutes, grab a stir stick. I have a glass stir stick. A gentle spin around the edge. Open the valve. Let it drip all the way through. For this extraction, I used the Napapaya Mino, number 1 Taza Dorada winner. Then after 3.5, 340, it's pretty much done dripping all the way through. You can close it, set it aside. First thing you're gonna notice on the aroma is very different than Arabica. It does have some florality, but it's kind of like a magnolia. It does have chocolate elements, toasted chocolate, really pleasant. If you've ever had pu'er tea or any other like fermented tea, it has some of those characteristics as well. And such a rich, creamy, heavy, dense body. With like rounding the cup off. I said, there's not much acidity there. It's not much liveliness other than the freshness of some of the fruit and the freshness of some of the other flavors. Some herbaceous, some dried fruit. Such a unique and totally different experience. And when these coffees are processed this well, I think it really gives you an opportunity to taste something completely different than what you're accustomed to and what you've grown to love already. Hopefully you enjoy the journey of high quality fine Robustas. And as always, thank you. Enjoy.